Hey y'all, it is Kat from Kat Southern Charms, and we're finally doing it. We are going to do the velvet texture coasters, and I'm going to break it down and show you a much simpler way than what you see people struggling with. The way most people do it is they pour their resin, they get some Saran Wrap, they tear it off, and they put it all in their resin and scrunch it up so it's the waves and the velvet look. They let it cure and they have to fight to get it out. Have you seen people struggling on those videos to pull it out? Well, let me tell you, I dumbed it down, and I'm going to show you a tip and a trick that will make this doable for any skill level. And that is simply using cellophane. I got some iridescent cellophane, and that's what we're going to use. That's our cheat. I'm going to leave it in. I'm not going to have to fight to take it out. When I put mine in, it stays in. Super easy to do. You're going to love it. So let's get started. I went ahead and cut. I'm pre-doing this tonight so I can show you tomorrow and get this done and uploaded for you. So we're doing our prep work tonight, and that's going to be putting our cellophane in our coasters. Okay, this is a trick to not have bubbles trapped in your resin. And what I did is I mixed up 6 ounces of resin, and I separated it into 3 ounce. These are just little bathroom cups that you keep in your bathroom, brushing your teeth, mouthwash, whatever. That's all these are. So I know each of these have the same amount in them. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pour some and coat my resin. Coat my cellophane before I pour my resin. Now I'm going to pour it in. I'm going to do that because I'll pour. And now I'm going to put my cellophane in. You see that it's in. I'm going to make sure it's flat. I'm going to push from the center out to get all of the bubbles, and you'll be able to see them. I just push them out toward the side, just like that. So I don't have any trapped air. And by me soaking my cellophane first, it allows for that to go in smooth. Now, let me do the second one, and then I'm going to change gloves. And again, I'm just getting the cellophane. I do that all the time, y'all. I think I've done it in another video. Cellophane coated good in the resin. My gloves are a hot mess right now, but that's all right, because I have a trash bag and I have my handy dandy wipes. Y'all know I always keep nearby. Now see, I can push these bubbles out while there's not as much resin in this coaster, right? So that is another reason. And I'm just using my fingers to gather it up so we have those wrinkles and that textured look. Okay, now I'm going to pour the rest of this in. I'm going to wipe this cup out, set that to the side. I'm going to pour the rest of this in. All right, I'm throwing all of this away. I have my trash bag right here. taking my gloves off inside out so I don't get it on my hands. Ta-da! Mess free, right? I have my baby wipe. I'm going to clean up around here. Clean that off. Throw that away. Clean this up. Alright, so really and honestly guys, I'm going to show you what I do with popsicle sticks. I like to get this wiped up. Alright, so I have 2 popsicle sticks and I just kind of bunch the cellophane up to get my wrinkled effect. Same here. I'm pushing the air out and I'm just going to, you can even twist around like that to get unique little textures. Okay, so that is done. I don't see any bubbles because once again I coated it really good. Now another trick you can do to get the wrinkles and that velvet texture is crumple up your cellophane. Just bunch it all up. And then when you unfold it, see, you have natural. So that's another trick for you. I'm not taking this out. I'm not gonna have to fight to pull and have Saran Wrap break off with me trying to pull it out. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this cure overnight. We're gonna come back when this is cured. We're gonna dust on some Chameleon Powders, and then we're gonna pour a black background, and that's it. That is a simple way to make velvet coasters without all the headache and the fuss and the anxiety of it being so, gosh, intimidating, I guess. When you look at it and other people are using the Saran Wrap and stuff, it can be very intimidating, make you not want to try this on your own. Doing it this way, I made it so beginners can do this. Super easy. So we're gonna let this cure overnight. We're gonna come back in the morning, dust it with some Chameleon Powders, pour our black background, and we're ready to go. Until then, y'all, make sure you like and subscribe because YouTube's telling me that 80% of people that watch my videos aren't even subscribed. I can't believe it. It's free to do that. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That way it allows more beginners to find these tips and tricks that will allow them to do the art projects they really want to do but are too scared to try. Alright guys, we're gonna let it sit overnight, sleep tight, and I'll see y'all, for you in a few, for me in the morning. Until then, happy arting. See you in a few. Hey y'all, it is that time. Everything is cured. I mixed up 6 more ounces. Been letting that sit. Going to add some black paste and a little bit of mica to this. Did y'all know that Let's Resin had paste? Pigment paste? And instead of being in a jar, it comes in a bottle. Doesn't take very much. You can see I did not put very much at all. And look how quickly. Works very fast. Very good. Now I want to add a little mica powder to this as well, because I do like the movement that mica powder brings to a project. I think it looks really good. So I'm gonna do that. And I decided I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna brush with Chameleon powder, one I'm gonna leave by itself. So you can see the difference. You don't have to brush it with mica powder because that iridescent cellophane really comes to life when you add this black background. All right, I wanna make sure I get all this stirred in. Remember, you gotta scrape the sides. You really wanna make sure that your mica is combined because you don't want little gritty powder pops in your project. So make sure that is all stirred. There we go. And then, y'all know what I say about, and see, I keep a baby wipe handy. I wipe my stick off and it's ready for the next time. But I'm gonna split these into smaller cups because remember what happens when you have a gym full of teenagers? You tend to get a flash cure. We definitely don't need that. So I'm gonna pour these in smaller cups. Ta-da! So these are ready to go. Let me get all this ooey gooey goodness out. And this is a good way to make sure that you have even amounts in your, I'm gonna throw this cup out. I always keep a trash can near my workstation. So when I get done with pouring stuff like that, just throw it away, easy cleanup. And I buy those cups in bulk for that reason. There we go. All right, so we're gonna let this sit, let bubbles pop, do their thing. And I decided I was gonna use this, what is it, teal chameleon powder. I really like it. And we'll do that in this side, we're gonna leave that side blank. So all you do, if you get chameleon powders from Less Resin, it comes with a little brush in their kit. And you're just gonna spread it on. Just gonna spread it around. And you can see this is a deeper mold than the last ones, or actually the last few that I've done. I've used just regular small coasters. So if you want more waves in your piece, you can either use a smaller mold or cut a bigger piece of cellophane. And I'm just patting this down. I want to make sure it's generously coated. Oh, and y'all know what else I forgot to add to my black? Y'all know I love sparkle, right? All right, that's good. Okay, so we have that dusted, ready to go with chameleon powder. Was that hard? Nope, I don't think so. You know what I'm about to add. My fun rainbow. It's Marabu rainbow. And you'll see. Watch what happens when. Look at that. adds that sparkle that I love. That is an alcohol ink. So remember the rule. If you're using alcohol inks, put in the comment, what are you not supposed to do? See if y'all remember. It's a pop quiz, y'all. If you've been watching my videos, you definitely know this answer through my own mistakes. All right, stir this in. And y'all see how that floats to the top? That's what happens when you use alcohol ink. Alcohol inks float to the top. They're light. And that alcohol will evaporate off. But after you first use an alcohol ink, you do not use fire because it will go poof on you. And if you have things laying around your work area, any kind of paper, you're gonna get yourself into something you really weren't planning on, didn't want. All right, so next step, just pour it in. That's it. All right. And watch, you're gonna see the magic when I spray alcohol on top. Because I found in this mold specifically, it's very thin. All right, that's enough. Okay, it's very thin. So if you use heat, like your torch or a lighter, anything like that, you run the risk of melding your piece to your mold. And then your mold's done. You have to cut it off. We're going to spray. This is 99% isopropyl alcohol. I have in a spritz bottle. I don't want strong streams because that'll mess up my project. So this is just a misting bottle. And watch. See them popping, right? They're all gonna come to the surface and they're popping. So, I am gonna bubble sit this for the next hour, and when, I really like to dome these. I'm gonna pour the rest of this in because y'all know resin shrinks as it cures. Okay, so that, put that in the trash. Pour this in. Alright, so we're done. Throw this cup away. Easy cleanup, y'all. Look, gonna wipe my stick off. Guess what? This stick is coated in resin, good to go. I don't have to worry about bubbles. So, if you use wooden sticks and you're having a problem with bubbles, dip it in some resin, wipe it down, and the resin will fill the crevices in the wood, and it'll be good to use. And then after that, I just wipe them down like I do my other sticks as soon as I'm done. No cleanup then, don't have to worry about it. But we're gonna let this sit, let the bubbles continue to pop. Done deal. And when we come back, we're gonna unmold and show you what we have. Is this a lot easier than what you thought it was gonna be? Starting out, are you shocked? Leave me a comment below. Are you trying this today? All right, y'all. I'll see you in a few. For me, it'll be a little bit. Until then, happy arting. Hey, y'all. We're back. They are done. Ta-da! All right, so remember, we did one with no Chameleon powder. It is just the cellophane and the black background with some fun rainbow. So let's take a peek, shall we? All right, are you ready? Ta-da! That is no Chameleon. You can see the side, how it's separated. This still has a little bit to set up, but it's fine to demold. But you see the effect. Beautiful. Super easy. You're not fighting with Saran Wrap. You're not wondering, how long do I need to wait before I put the Saran Wrap in? So there's that one. Let's look at our Chameleon. Are you ready? Ta-da! Look at them side by side. You can tell there's really not a whole lot of difference without Chameleon, with Chameleon. You can see the background of the Chameleon there, and on the side, you can see. But there you have it, guys. Without, with. How simple is that to create your velvet? And like I said, to get more of your waves in this, just put a bigger piece of cellophane in there, and then you have more room to crumple it up. I actually cut these out for a smaller coaster mold. I don't have one handy, but I'll show you the difference. Just look over here and you'll see the difference in size and thickness. This one is thick, the other one is thinner. So there you have it. That's how you make velvet coasters with cellophane and without all the hassle. That was easy enough, right? Pro tip, save you time, save you headaches, and give you beautiful results. Who's gonna try this tonight? Leave me a comment below. Are you shocked at how easy this was? I know you've seen the other people struggle trying to get their cellophane out. I see a lot of questions about, when do I put the cellophane in? Do I need to let the resin set up first? This helps you avoid all of that. Done deal. Make sure that you do all the YouTubey things, because I have some really fun videos coming up. Some I'm going to teach you how to use fairy lights to light up your projects. That's coming soon. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you do all the YouTubey things, like, subscribe, comment. This helps other people who are having issues find our videos and learn all these tricks to save them headaches too. Until next time, happy arting. Ta-ta for now. I know I just ended the video, but I just noticed something. This one with no Chameleon powder in it is much clearer than this one with the Chameleon. That's kind of interesting, huh? Look at the two side by side. So now I am leaning more toward, I'm not doing Chameleon powder on the backs of these now. That's much clearer. Y'all saw it's the same resin, mixed up the same time, poured the same way, no difference whatsoever. That one is not as clear with the Chameleon powder in it as this one is. Interesting little tidbit that I discovered after I bid you farewell. So this time, it is for real. Farewell. Happy arting, y'all. See you next time. Ta-ta for now.